against Tipperary. It was Tipperary, in fact, who got the first major break 10 minutes into the game. Good work by wing-back Phil Shanahan, pushing it ahead to corner forward Shane Ivers. His ball into the centre, drawn on first by Adrian Hogan, but finally finished to the net by full forward Martin Hayes to put his side 3 points in front. Here's the goal again, some nice ground hurling by Tip in less than ideal conditions, and well finished to the net by Tip's top scorer on the day. Meetings between the black and amber and the blue and gold traditionally hard-fought affairs, and this was no exception. Kilkenny full forward Keith Behan unceremoniously upended in this move. However, teammate David Moriarty converted the free to exact the full punishment and cut the deficit. Kilkenny continued to challenge Tipperary's lead vigorously, and this was one of their best points of the day. It was a fine strike by midfielder Paddy Farrell. Indeed, some of the Wexford people in the crowd clearly wondering if there's no end to the pool of talent across the border. Mind you, point scorer Farrell found himself in the wars shortly afterwards. In ducking to avoid the strike by the Tipperary man, he was hit by a heavy blow to the head to cause some worrying moments. Here's the incident again. Now, there's no question that the injury was anything other than an accident, but blows to the head in hurling, always a cause for concern. But happily, things were not as bad as they at first seemed, and the Kilkenny captain was soon up and away, if a little shaken. Indeed, he was to play his part in setting up Kilkenny's next score, this one coming from the very effective Ballyhale wing forward Noel O'Keefe. This score left just 2 points between the sides at half-time. Tipperary leading 1-4 to 5 points. Kilkenny continued to keep the pressure on at the beginning of the second half, and 9 minutes in, they'd cut the arrears to just a single point, the first score of this half coming again from left-half forward Noel O'Keefe. Less than a minute later, Kilkenny had tied up this vocational schools final, this time the all-important score coming from Pádraig Farrell, on from the start despite wearing the number 17, and the way he took this one showing he was well worth his place in the side. But every time Kilkenny threatened to take over, Tipperary came back with a powerful response. Within 2 minutes they'd retaken the lead, and no better way to do it. Centre forward Brian O'Mara with the incisive run through the Kilkenny backline, and he finished with a very well taken point. But there was plenty of fight left in the black and amber. They clawed their way back into it again, and once again it was the man in the number 10 shirt, Noel O'Keefe, who kept his side's hope alive with an equalising point. But with 5 minutes left in the match, Tipperary shifted their efforts into another gear. 15 minutes earlier, Tip had introduced Tom Fogarty into the fray, and the move proved to be a winning one. His goal the clincher, as Tipperary had been looking for all along. Here's that goal again, the Tipperary player momentarily losing control of the ball, but recovering himself very well, and the strike for goal was perfect. Kilkenny made a brave effort to respond, but Tip were in control now, and corner forward Conor Egan picked off the last score of the match to wrap it up for Tipperary. Moments later, referee Kevin Walsh from Limerick blew the final whistle, and the title holders had been dethroned. Indeed, it was a proud Tip captain Thomas Gleeson who accepted the trophy from Gerard White, and even former Kilkenny great Eddie Kerr didn't seem to mind. So congratulations.